Hi guys, Shara here. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching this video. In this week, I am planning to talk about this Monstera Adansonii. I'm so sure that you have seen this beautiful plant everywhere, Instagram, Pinterest, all around the social media because they are just so beautiful and they have this very unique look. I am so adore of this plant that is because of their leaf. They are just so cute, like a lot of hole and looks so different to the any other plant, isn't it? And I also like another reason of this Monstera Adansonii. That's because of their leaf is kind of like a pooping up. Do you see here this guy? That they are like pooping, isn't it? Like a pillow, like bouncing up not bouncing, like pooping up, because it's like any other plant, they are more like flat, but this is more like yeah, I don't know how to explain, but yeah, so that is the way they look, and that is the reason why I am so adored and I am so happy to have this. So let's talk about from the sunlight. The way I handle Monstera Adansonii is pretty much like the way I handle Monstera deliciosa, because they are same array family, so that they are pretty much same. They don't like very bright sunlight. They cannot handle like very hot or very cold draft, so that especially now in this winter time, if you know that you are gonna open the window or the door very often, then you should not keep your plant next to that door and window, because they can damage, because especially this Monstera Adansonii leaf are very delicate and very thin, so that they cannot handle very cold or very hot draft, right? But they can tolerate medium to low indirect sunlight, which is perfect for them. I keep it in my window. Actually, in this winter time, I keep that next to the window, because here we don't have much sunlight in the whole day for many months, so that which is totally fine. But in the summer, you might want it to bring back your plant to where a little bit shady area. Next, we will talk about watering so that Monstera Adansonii, they don't like wet soil, they don't like wet feet. Okay, so that just water them. Right now I water only once in 2 weeks, sometimes 3 weeks, or I also use this kind of moisture meter, and keep it about like 2 to 3, which is perfect condition. I never allow my soil go up to 5. But in the summer, you might want it to water a little bit frequently, because a lot of sun, so that they might the water can evaporate faster than winter. Just remember not to water them very often in this winter time, but in the summertime you can water them frequently. Of course, if you don't have moisture meter, then you can just simply use your finger and poke it into the soil until 2 to 3 knuckle and feel it. Especially this pot is very small, so that you can like the finger test is pretty much fine. But if the pot is very big, then I suggest you use this, or like you can use like a bamboo test or like a wood stick test, which is also useful. Next, I want to talk about soil mix. For soil mix, I am using exactly same as I use for the Monstera deliciosa. They like their soil to be a little bit chunky, airy, and more like fluffy, not very like dense soil. So that I recommend 40% of normal planting soil, and about 40% of compost bark, and about 20% of perlite. But when I'm saying percent. This is really not necessary that you should follow, because this is totally depends, you know, where you live, what kind of environment you have, so that you can totally play around with this, you know. And also it is depends on like how often do you like to water your plants, you know. If you like to you know, like water your plant very often, then I suggest add more perlite or more bark, not much soil. But for me, I like to take care of my plant too, but I want to make sure that my plant are totally dry between watering, so that I use less potting soil, because you know, as you know, the soil, they suck up a lot of water and they are very dense, so that I don't want to risk of any like a root rot problem, especially for this Arai family. They don't want their soil to be very, you know, wet and very moist. They like their soil to be dry, very like dry than moist. Okay, so this is the fun part. I am gonna propagate today. I know that this is winter right now, so I don't want to make any propagation to my any plant, because I don't want to stress them out. But when I see this Monstera Adansonii, they are kind of, you know, like growing. Yes, growing. And up here you can see like beautiful new growing, and also here like new growth coming. So they are not actually, you know, sleeping in this winter month. They are still growing, they are still active, so that I am sure that I can make propagation for those plants. I don't think I am gonna, you know, stress them out. So that I wanted to make propagation for this Monstera Adansonii. To make propagation of all this Arai family is super easy. All you have to do is find a vein and find a note in that vein and cut, you know, like a few centimeters below. Okay, then you got it, and keep them in the water, or you can also directly grow them into the soil. This is your choice. Okay, so let's do this. I'm going to make a cutting of this vein. So in this vein, how many note we got? Here 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'm going to cut under this 4 knuckle. Okay, so you can cut like a few centimeters below. Okay. Oops. So I just made a cutting here. Okay, if you want it, you can also just grow them like this. Just, you know, dip it in the water. But if you want to just grow like this, then you have to make sure to get rid of this, or else they can be root. No, they can be rot in the water. So if you just wanted to do that, but for me, I wanted to cut single notes so that the root will grow faster. Okay, so got one note. Okay, and this part you can just get rid of, and here one more note. Okay, here one more note, and you can just get rid of this part. And I think I will just leave it like this. Okay, so I got 3 notes right here. Okay, and after that, I'll just leave them in the water just like this. Okay, so there you go. After 3 to 4 weeks, then you will start to see very tiny root. Okay, and after you see about like after the root is started to, you know, develop more than 4 to 5 inches, then you are ready to move to the soil and grow them in the soil, and they will grow faster. Okay, that's it. Very easy. And now you can keep this in your living room area, but make sure that they are not reaching to the direct sunlight. Okay, that's it. Cool. So finally, propagation. No. So finally, fertilizing. And as I say, I use this kind of fertilizer or liquid fertilizer for all of my plants. But in the winter month, I don't use any fertilizer. But in the summer, I am gonna give them fertilizer once a month from about April to September. During that time, give them about once a month. And here they just come with, this lid is a kind of measurement cup actually, and they say like a 1 foot of this liquid fertilizer, and mix with 2 liters of water and give it to your plant. Okay, then that's enough. All right. And you might see some of the yellow leaf, all the leaves start to get yellow on the tips, especially the old leaf. They are ready to, bye-bye. So you can just get rid of them, cut them off, because they are old leaf, and in the winter time that happen. That's very normal. But as long as the new leaf are happy and healthy, then you are good. You are very good in taking care of your plants. Okay, so let me just get rid of this. That's it. There you go. And this. Yeah. Okay. Ha det bra. It means bye-bye in Norwegian. Yes. So this is pretty much all for today with the Monstera Adansonii. So if you want anything about this plant, please let me know. I am ready to answer you all I know. And if you like it, do not forget to thumbs up and subscribe my channel. See you next time. Bye bye.